Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class, elementary grade. Our textbook is Weekend 3, and today, inshallah, we will cover Unit 11, Hanging Out in Town Phonics, on pages 88 and 89. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So, let's begin. Quick revision in our last lesson. In our last lesson, after we listened to an interesting chant that is called There Was a Little Greenhouse, we said that we can make our own version of this chant, where we said in this lesson that you can write your own version, you can even use your own pictures, and also use word for rooms and the things that you can see in these rooms. And how we did this? We did this by completing this chant. So in this chant, it has 3 blanks, and we said that we can fill in these blanks with our own words just to make our own version of this chant. And to make it more interesting, we can also draw some pictures or add some pictures. And after this, we can take the chant that we write and present it. Either we present it at school to our classmates and to our teacher, or we can present it to our family members and to our friends. So let's try to read this story or this chant one more time and try to complete it and remind ourselves with the suggestion that we made from last lesson. So, write, draw, and present. A big white house. There was a big white house. And in the big white house, there were 2 floors. And on the first floor, there was. So, our chant was about a big white house. And in this big white house, there are 2 floors. So we have the first floor in this house, and also we have the second floor. So in this house, we have 2 floors, the first and the second. So the chant says, on the first floor there was, and here in this blank, we should write a room. We should write a room. So what are the rooms that we usually have in 2 floors house? Usually, when we have 2 floors house, in the first floor, we have a kitchen, we have a living room, or we have a dining room, or we have a washing room, and other rooms as well. So here we suggested from last lesson that here we should write, or we can write one of these options. Let's say, for example, a living room. So the chant will be, and on the first floor, there was a living room. So let's continue. And next to the living room that we chosen from the first part, there was another room. So what is the second room that we should add here? So in the first blank, we said that we're going to use the living room. And what about the second one? What is the other room that we should use? So, as we said that, imagine or just think of the rooms that we can see usually in 2 floors house. In the first room, we said we can see the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, or even the washing room. So here we already use the living room. So how about choosing, let's say, a kitchen? We can use kitchen. So we say, and next to the living room, there was a kitchen. Now let's continue the chant. And on the second floor, there were 2 bedrooms. And in the bedrooms, there were. So here we're not talking about rooms. Here we're talking about things we can see in bedrooms. So what do you think? Think of any bedroom. What we usually see in this bedroom. We usually see closets. We usually see a table. We usually see blankets. We usually see beds. So here, let's say we're going to choose beds. So, and in the bedrooms, there were beds. There were beds. So here, these are our choices that we have chosen in our version of this chant. We said in the first blank here, we should use a living room. And here in the second one, we should use the kitchen. And on the last one here, we said that we can use the word beds. So it is important that you can talk about the rooms in your house and also the things that you have in these rooms. This is how you make it more interesting chant. And also you can add some pictures, even you add them, even you drawing them. And don't forget, after you write your own version, after adding or drawing your own pictures, it is important that you present this chant to either your class, to your classmates, or you show it to your teacher, or even you go to your family members and to show them your first version of this chant. And hopefully there is more to come, or even to show it even to your friends, to show them that this chant that you did write, you did change, and also you did add pictures to it. So now let's get to know our objectives in today's lesson. At the end of this lesson, we hope that you will be able to practice words with U, E, U, and E at the end, or the clever E, or to use U and E. So here we have different words that has the clever U, the words that starts with U and ends with E, or with UE set of letters. So to do this, I would like you please to open your books on page 88. I would like you please to open your books on page 88. Now on page 88, what we're going to do is we're going to listen, we're going to point, we're going to practice 2 different words. And each of these words have their own letters of U. The first one we call the clever U, and the second one that ends with U and E. So now let's listen to the first word and see how, or listen to how we pronounce words that has this sound. So the first word we have here is the word that has U and E at the end. The word is cube. Cube. Say after me. Cube. And the second word that ends with U and E is barbecue. Barbecue. Say after me. Barbecue. So, cube, barbecue. Cube, barbecue. You see the different sounds between these 2 words? Cube and barbecue. And you see where we place the letter U in each of these 2 words? Let's get to know more examples of these uses. So here, to make it more interesting and even to learn more words, here we have in the second exercise, listen and number. Then unscramble the letters and write. So what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to 3 different words that is unscrambled, that is not in the right order. And after we listen, we need to think together and put these words in the right order, to unscramble these letters and put them in the right order. So now let's have a look at the first word, and I would like you to listen really carefully and tell me how we can unscramble the letters to make the correct word, or to write the correct word. So this is a picture of the first word, which is tissue. Tissue. So the first word we have is tissue. And how we can write tissue? Well, at least tissue should start with a T. Tissue. And here we go. This is how we write the word tissue. Now let's listen to the second picture. Have a look at this baby. This baby is cute. This baby is cute. Now, what do you think? How we can write or unscramble this word to write the word cute? Well, cute should end with an E, and the second letter of it will be U. Here we go. Cute. Now let's listen to the third word. The third word we have represents this color. Can you name this color? It is blue. It is blue. So how we can write blue? Of course, we should write it like this. Blue. Now, after answering or unscramble the first three words, let's read them again, and this time I need you to, when you listen, to say them after me. Tissue. Tissue. Cute. Cute. Blue. Blue. Very good. Now let's unscramble three more words. So let's start from the first one. Have a look at this picture and tell me if this pictures remind you of this word. Let's listen to this word. Tuesday. Tuesday. So Tuesday is one of the days that we learn, the 7 days that we learn. So how we can write Tuesday? Of course, we can write it like this. And let's have a look at the second picture. Have a look at this elephant. How can we describe this elephant? Well, elephants are huge. Elephants are huge. And how we can write huge? Like this. Elephants are big and are huge, very big. Now this will leave us with the third word we have here. So have a look at this word that where we use, usually when we make arts with papers and scissors, we need glue. We need glue just to make stickers and make certain crafts with these papers. So this is how we write the word glue. Glue. Now, I'm going to say these words one more time, and I would like you, when you listen, to say them after me. Tuesday, huge, glue. Very good. Now, will leave us to the last word we have. And the last word we have from this picture, you know, it is a place where we go to every day. Can you say what this place is? It is, of course, it is a mosque. It is a mosque. And if you notice that this word ends with U and E, but we don't say it. We say a mosque. Mosque. Very good. Now let us move on straight to the second exercise we have. So here we're not going to unscramble letters, but we're going to unscramble words. So here you have, we do have more than 10 words. And what we need to do to unscramble these words and to put them in full sentences. So here we have a garden, have, barbecues, like, June, we, in, our, and to. So here let's talk about, or let's try to unscramble these words. And we usually, when I unscramble this word, we usually start or you start with the subject. I, you, they, he, or we. So here we should start with we. And the sentence will be like this. We like to have barbecues in our garden in June. We like to have barbecues in our garden in June. Now, let's try to unscramble the second one. So here we have gave, off, glue, my friend, me, a huge bottle. And as I said, we usually start the sentence by a name of a person or a subject, me, you, he or she, or a person. So here the only person we can see in these words is my friend. So we start the sentence by saying, my friend gave me a huge bottle of glue. My friend gave me a huge bottle of glue. So now let us move on to our last exercise in this lesson. So please turn to page 89. So the last exercise we have is read the signs. So here we're going to have a look at these signs and we're going to say what of each of these signs mean. So let's look at the first one. Have a look at the first sign. Can you tell what does the first sign mean? Of course, it means no parking. No parking. You should not park your car here. What about the next one? Can you read the next sign? It says keep off grass. When you go to public parks or private parks, you need to keep off, to stay away from grass. Number 3. Have a look at this sign. Can you tell what does this sign mean? It means no skateboarding. It is not allowed in this area. What about the next one? Number 4. Number 4 means no bicycle allowed. In this area or this lane, you should not use your bicycle. Number 5. Have a look at this sign. Do you know what this sign means? It means no talking. Because maybe you are in a library or a certain place where you're not allowed to talk. And have a look at this one. Can you tell what does this sign mean, number 6? It means that if you need the library, it is that way. Number 7. Have a look. Can you read the sign? The sign says, please switch off all mobile phones. Switch them off. It means turn them off or keep them silent. And what about number 8? Number 8. Can you read the sign of number 8? It says, do not litter. Do not throw things in this place. Think green. Think of the environment. Don't do this. And this will leave us with the last 2 signs we have, which is number 9. Can you read number 9? It says, no eating, no drinking is allowed in this place. You should not bring food in this place. And what about number 10? Number 10 says, no balls. You should not bring toys or balls to this place. It is not allowed. So, at the end, it is important that you can say, read and write words with UE or the clever E, and also the words that ends with U and E. And also to read 6 signs in my town in English. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching.